Welcome back to another episode of The Orange Couch. I'm here with Trod, Chris, myself, Philip, and Josh. We're here today to have a little bit of fun, tell you guys a little bit about our brewery, where we're at with the brewery, Three Odd Guys Brewing. Talk a little bit about some beers that we're tasting today, and then also to talk about some odd stories that happened this week. You know, as an oddcast, I think it's only fair for us to talk a little bit about odd stories this week. But let's start with the obvious. Trod, where are we at on the brewery? Looks like we're getting closer to build out. We're in permitting now. Is that correct?
Yep, you're correct. We're getting closer and closer. We're constantly getting the questions. When is the date? When is the date? When is the date? So still at the moment, we're letting the city do their thing, make sure that once we get everyone in the building, they're going to be safe, they're going to have an enjoyable time. We're going to be able to sell lots of beer, as well as food for those who know what's getting ready to come forward.
Exactly.
So we're still in permitting. Expect that to come out pretty soon. Then we're going to get this groundbreaking, get some stuff constructed in here, and allow everyone to come in and enjoy life with us. So
looking forward to it. We're going to have a soft opening and a grand opening, correct? Chris?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. We're looking forward to it. So as we move forward, it was a crazy week. We had Dorian come through. So that probably made everybody drink a lot more this past week. Did you guys partake while waiting on this hurricane?
Can't say I didn't.
Mm-hmm. I think I did too. Trod, did you have you weren't even in town. You were working out of town this past week, weren't you?
Yeah, I had to hurry up and get ahead of the storm.
Yeah.
It may or may not have come this way.
Did you run from the storm? Is that right? Is that what you were doing? You were running?
I did.
Left the family too, didn't you?
I did. Listen, got a private jet waiting on me. I hurried up, called my pilot up, till I'm on the way to the airport, get it ready. So.
Well, this week was interesting for me watching that hurricane. I know it was devastating for the Bahamas, and we're thinking about them and praying for them. But bottom line is Florida got lucky, skirted, and now it's riding up the coast. But as I was watching this thing happen, I think I went back and forth to the store a couple times. Went to Josh's house a couple times to grab some beer. I just kept running out of beer because the thing was hovering over everything. But each week we want to tell you guys about how our concept started with the family concept where we were brewing in the garage, which means we always have great conversations over a beer. This week we're drinking IPAs. That tends to be a trend for me. I'm drinking High Life today. I love High Life of Cigar City. A good old Tampa beer. They got some great beers. Chris, what are you drinking?
This one's a little bit lighter. It's more of a balanced IPA. Josh, how do you pronounce that again? Is it promiscuous? Is that what you?
Pernicious?
Pernicious IPA. An awesome IPA. A little bit brighter, more balanced, but not as hoppy, but definitely have the hop flavor there.
Nice. Josh, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking the Sweetwater 420 G13.
Oh, you like weed, do you?
Not my thing, but I like it.
But the beer's good, though, right?
Yeah, no, the beer's great.
The beer's good. What are you drinking today, Trod?
I'm drinking at Cigar City.
You got a highlight?
No, this is Guayabera.
Oh, you got the Guayabera. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I just tried that one. I just went out to Cigar City not too long ago. Angela and I went, and let me tell you, every one of their daggone beers are good, man, out at Cigar City. So I don't think you can go wrong. They did tell me a funny story, though, and I don't know if this is true or not, but everybody talks about the amount of beers that you have. You got to have 13, 14, 15, 27, 30 beers on tap and 45 different recipes and slushies. But what Cigar City said is they found it was 3 in the beginning, 3 fantastic beers, mastered those beers, and they're selling the crap out of them. Mm-hmm. And they said everything past 4 and 5 kind of tasted like, what was their brown? What's that brown that they have?
Maduro.
Maduro. They said everything past 4 and 5 for a little while tasted like Maduro. So they were like, they just mastered 4 beers. So really what I like about Cigar City is that they did that. They mastered 4 good beers. They got good base beers. I think that's what it's all about. I'm not necessarily into the unique beers. Don't get me wrong. That doesn't mean you don't want to sell them or you don't want to brew them.
Yeah, there's a place for them.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. But personally, I really dig a good IPA, a good brown, a good ale, etc. So what do you think, Josh? You ready to brew some crazy stuff?
I'm game to brew whatever. I don't discriminate on any style of beer.
Mm-hmm. Same here as I swallow a good High Life. But one of the things that we're excited about is when we open up, getting these beers out in front of Apaka, getting their feedback on what is good and what they like, and then Josh can adjust as we go along. That's what's going to be fun about brewing beers for Apaka, brewing beers for everybody else, honestly.
Yeah. And actually, I think that's a good thing because majority of the people that live in the Apopka area, they want to be exposed to something interesting. because this is new, this is fresh for them. So
Exactly.
I think the palates will be open for change.
Yeah.
But the more they try what we're doing, then they can start pinpointing exactly where they're better suited.
Yep.
So I think initially they'll definitely be open to try all that we're doing at least. So.
Exactly.
Come in and get a flight. Try a little bit of something different, you know?
Exactly.
4 or 5 different beers. Try them and see what you like. You never know.
And as Chris and I like to talk about when we talk about the brand and we talk about the experience in the brewery, one of the things we're excited about is having the 3 OG or the OG, which are our odd guys and odd girls who are going to be working with us, go up to people and literally say, what do you normally drink, right? And as they're going up to them and talking about what they normally drink, they'll go, listen, we got something very, similar to that, but I want you to try these other things as well that might complement that palate. So we're really excited about being able to do that for people, exposing people to new beer, et cetera. So I'm really enjoying these IPAs this morning, though.
Yeah, because I tell you, every time I come across somebody that's not really a beer drinker, it's because they think of that old school lager, the big boys that obviously InBev on at the moment. So
the macros. Yeah.
There you go. So they assume that that's how all beer tastes. They don't
Exactly.
realize that you got a chef sitting in the back creating wonderful recipes,
That's true.
adding a little of this, taking back a little bit of that, and kind of throwing his own little spin on it and putting wonderful different flavors together. So, and that's the biggest thing is people got to understand that, there's not a one size fits all. There's more than just one style of beer out there. And hopefully as they come in with us, we can kind of educate them on some things or at least get them exposed to some things that maybe they didn't realize, because it's always, oh, what is this? This is different.
Exactly.
So that's what's going to be great about it.
I love it. And as a part of the Choose to Be Different brand, what makes us different is we're very open to that in the very beginning. We understand some people like Bud Light and Budweiser. We get that. And we want to welcome them in as well. Yeah. I may make fun of the blue label, but that's just me. That's what I don't like Budweiser. Sorry, this is my thing. But
a hater, man. That's all
I'm a hater. Exactly.
Everybody has their own palate.
I'm mad at them because they make so much daggone money, man. That's what it is. So they do very well in life. But the real thing that I want to make sure that people understand about what we're doing is that the Choose to Be Different brand is evolving. What's happening with Three Odd Guys Brewing is evolving. So we're really excited about that. But all right, so as a part of our Oddcast, each week what we're going to talk about is some odd stories from the week. So Chris, we've looked at some stories this morning, and some of them are very interesting. I'm going to surprise you guys with some of them, and I want to get your feedback. Chris, read that first one.
So, following up on Hurricane Dorian, of course, you got kind of confused and went up to the North Coast. Did you guys see the guy that parked in Jacksonville, Florida story, that parked his car in his kitchen, a smart car, so it didn't blow away?
Literally parked his car in the kitchen. And if you get a chance, look that story up online. He's got his little, was it a Cooper Mini?
I think so,
Mini Cooper. All right, he's got a Mini Cooper literally in the house. First of all, how do you get a car in your house?
I guess he found the way, obviously.
Sure did.
Double doors or something.
I mean, come on, man.
Trod went over, picked it up. And
Trod must have picked it up. Yeah, exactly.
Turned sideways.
Pushed it in there. I mean, how do you do that, man? All right, talk about odd. That's an odd story. I've heard about like putting your car in the garage and backing it right up against the actual garage doors to make sure, the doors don't blow in, whether that's false or not. I understand that at your garage, but your house?
We're talking about a micro machine, though, if anybody remembers what micro machines are. We're talking about a micro machine here.
It is a tiny car. All right, we're not pulling in an Impala. I get it. But it's a micro car. But seriously, the dude was worried that his car was going to walk away or something.
It probably would have. Right? If it can fit in your kitchen, I'm sure.
That's a good point.
A gust of wind.
Gust of wind might have pushed it away.
Yeah.
It's like a remote control car.
I'm serious, man. That one made me laugh. Chris, read another one of the odd stories we talked about this morning.
You got it. I don't know where you found this, but Florida again here, right?
Yeah.
Florida man breaks into home, makes breakfast, and tells the residents to go back to sleep.
Night.
First off, Josh, what would you do if someone was in your kitchen in the middle of the morning when you woke up?
He's not staying in my house.
I don't know.
Wait.
I don't know.
It had bacon. If he's making bacon.
Well, okay.
Yeah. Take care of that.
First off, finish breakfast.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna whoop your butt. Yeah, exactly.
Say what you really feel.
I know exactly. Could you imagine that?
Can I get some scrambled eggs with that, please?
First off, the cops are coming, but while you're here, man.
No. I told them to slow down because I smelled what you were doing in there.
Can you add some cheese in my scrambled eggs? I appreciate it.
It's like morning at my grandmother's house.
I like mine over easy.
Over easy, that's to say, yeah.
Can do a little hollandaise with that or something.
Can I get some cinnamon rolls with that too? Okay, some extra drizzle.
I couldn't believe that. I mean, I couldn't imagine. But you hear this more and more now in the news where people like break into homes and take showers. They break into homes and cook. They break into homes and clean people. There was one story way back in the day where somebody broke into somebody's house and cleaned their house. I mean, what is the point?
OCD.
That's
Yeah.
Yes.
Listen,
That's some Sheldon from Big Bang Theory stuff right there, man.
I heard what you had going on over there. It was bothering me.
Dude, I came to your house the other night, saw it was dirty.
Tell me thank you.
I got to break in and I got to clean that place up, man. That's crazy, man. All right, Chris, we got some more.
All right, we got one more here. Again, Florida again.
Good Lord.
Man who didn't flush the toilet threatened a griping friend with machete.
So it was probably his roommate.
Not even a courtesy flush.
He would no courtesy flush, kept the poop in the toilet, right?
That can cause problems.
And his friend's like, go flush it. He didn't flush it, and it caused some serious issues. Would that cause issues with you guys? Do you flush?
Listen. You gotta be aware that others may be in the vicinity.
That's
all right?
true. That's true.
So
what is it?
occasionally gotta give a flush.
What is it? If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down.
No,
You know what I mean?
no.
Right? I mean, come on, man. Save some water. If it was pee, I might have been all right. But if it's poop, man, seriously.
Listen, I tell you what, I was in college and in the dorms, all right, where everyone got to have to share the common area bathrooms.
Mm-hmm.
I just happened to be using the bathroom, okay? I might have been doing a number two.
Might have been deucing. All right.
Okay.
All right.
So you got the stalls.
Mhm.
There's the top over the stall.
Yep.
All right.
It sounds like it's going somewhere interesting.
Exactly. Then all of a sudden you got guys in the dorm. They may or may not want to try to play a trick on you while you using the bathroom. All right.
Where is this going?
Yeah. I just say that, I'm be honest, it probably wasn't me using the bathroom, but I had been playing a trick on somebody else. I cleaned the story up. All right. So I was doing a little payback. So now we're going to go back in the time a little bit. Somebody paid me back, threw a little water under my dorm room door. I got up, realized there was water all over the floor. It was Q-tips, toilet tissue. Like, what is this? Found out who it was. When they went to go to using the bathroom, what I decided to do was pay them back a little bit. They were using the bathroom. I knew they couldn't move.
Yeah.
All right, they were stuck. They were occupied, preoccupied. All right, yeah. So I found a little trash
They're
can.
mid-deuce. They were
Yes,
mid-deuce.
in the middle, they were trying to pinch it off. All right. I filled a little trash can up with water. Woo! Over the top of the stall.
Oh, no. Could you imagine, dude?
And then run.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then, yeah.
I did as he screamed.
Yeah. Because if it was one of your football buddies, I'm sure he wasn't a tiny dude.
Listen, all right.
Yeah.
It probably was. We ain't naming names. That individual know who he is at the moment. All right.
If he's listening,
Yeah.
you're in trouble, man. Just don't name names.
Yeah.
You'll be all right.
I'm finally admitting all my wrongs right now.
Yeah.
Okay. All these years you didn't know who it was. Guess what?
Let's be honest. This is not a psychology, or we're not psychologists. We can't help you with that.
You give a
John.
microphone and honesty comes out.
Yeah, all
It
that
just
truth,
happens.
all the truth
This
comes
is
out.
therapy, man.
Listen, I used
Morning
to,
beer.
I used to have a friend, and I had never heard this term. Man, we're going off way odd here, but I had never heard this term before. But a friend of mine was like, "Listen, he didn't like this one dude who was having this big party, right?" And he's like, "Look, we're gonna go over to his house, and I'm gonna show you something that'll make you. It's hilarious, dude." And I'm like, "All right, man." So we go to this party, and he comes running out of the bathroom, and he goes, "Go, go, go, go!" And I go, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Let's leave. Let's get out of here now. Let's leave." So I'm not gonna say who it was, but this dude left what's called an upper decker.
Oh no! Oh no! 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 No!
In the bathroom. I didn't believe him. I thought it was a joke. Until like 2 weeks later, he got in trouble for it because his friend saw him running out of the house. He had a camera. He said, "It had to be you, man. It had to be you." He had this. The guy said it was such a nasty smell. It wouldn't go away. He couldn't figure it out. Left. He was a friend of mine. I'm embarrassed to say he's a friend of mine that left an upper decker. That's nasty. That's nasty, man. So, but listen, all those odd stories tend to come out of Florida for some reason. I don't know what's up. I know we're in Florida, but people seriously. Oh, there was another one just recently. This one wasn't from Florida, where a bear actually walked into a hotel. People all over the place. Bear just walks right in, didn't care who was watching him, and fell asleep on one of the couches in the hotel lobby and just laid there. There's pictures. I'm like, there's all kinds of crazy stories out there nowadays.
Want some AC?
He's like, listen, it's hot, man. I mean,
He's a gold member, whatever it is. At that
exactly. Yeah. But, each week we're going to have some fun. We're going to talk about new stories. What we'd like people to do is to start giving us some feedback. If you'd like for us to talk about some stuff, you'd like to send us some questions, you'd like to actually come and be on the show, we'd love to do it. Once we get open, we're going to be able to have more fun on the Orange Couch, where we invite people over and interview. Right now, we're not allowed to do that. We eventually will be able to. And once we do that, we're going to have friends, we're going to have guests, we're going to have interviews with celebrities, people that come into town. We're going to have a blast with the brewers. So we're really excited that we're able to do these podcasts. The Orange Couch is around for you guys, everybody in Apopka, anybody who actually wants to be a part of our brewery. One of the things I would encourage you to do, visit our website, threeoddguysbrewing.com. Also, visit our Facebook pages, our Instagram pages. Don't be afraid to purchase some merchandise. All the money, all the proceeds actually go into our build-out.
Please do.
Exactly. Please. We need some
People
help.
are always asking, how can we support you guys? Buy
I-
a shirt. Maybe 2, 3, even better.
And if
Join the VIP.
Yeah, and if I may, people have asked about the shirts and what's coming, and it's ever changing with new products and things. So if you buy a shirt now, that same shirt may not be available in 2 weeks, a month, whatever it is.
Right.
So
And we've got some limited edition tees. One of the things we're excited about is we're going to start what's called 3OG style. And 3OG style, you'll see some of that when you come into the brewery. Our OG are actually going to be styling out their clothing, doing all kinds of cool stuff. So look for that coming soon as well. But we're really excited to have you guys with us. Thanks for listening. We're really hoping that you guys will give us some feedback, send us questions. Let us know if you have anything that you want to talk about as well. And by the way, if you've heard of some odd stories, send them our way. We may talk about it on the next episode of The Orange Couch. Thanks for listening, guys. Hope to see you soon.
Cheers.
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 Loving these IPAs.